Feeding the world. The role of chemical fertilizers. Imagine a world without enough food. This was our reality not long ago. Chemical fertilizers changed that. These fertilizers, created in labs, deliver concentrated doses of nutrients plants need. Nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, these are the building blocks of growth. With fertilizers, farmers could grow more food on the same amount of land. This revolutionized agriculture, feeding a booming global population. But like any powerful tool, chemical fertilizers have a complex story. They offer incredible benefits, but their overuse has come at a cost. To understand the full picture, we need to look at how these fertilizers work and the potential consequences of their overuse. The science of plant food, how fertilizers work. Plants like us need a balanced diet to thrive. They pull nutrients from the soil, using them to build their roots, stems, leaves, and ultimately, the food we eat. However, soils can become depleted of these essential nutrients, especially with intensive farming practices. This is where chemical fertilizers come in. They act like supplements, providing a readily available source of nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. These nutrients are absorbed by plant roots, fueling rapid growth and increasing yields. For farmers, this means more food to sell and a way to meet the demands of a growing population. However, this seemingly simple solution has unforeseen consequences. The ease of application and the promise of higher yields have led to an over-reliance on chemical fertilizers, upsetting the natural balance of our soils. The downside of abundance. When fertilizers harm. While chemical fertilizers boost plant growth, their excessive use can harm the environment. Think of it like this. Overfeeding plants can be just as detrimental as underfeeding them. Too much fertilizer can lead to a buildup of salts in the soil, making it difficult for plants to absorb water. This is called soil salinization, and it can turn fertile land into barren wastelands. Furthermore, excess fertilizers not absorbed by plants can leach into waterways. This nutrient runoff disrupts aquatic ecosystems, causing algal blooms that deplete oxygen and harm fish populations. The very fertilizers meant to nourish our crops can end up polluting our water sources. The consequences of fertilizer overuse extend beyond our soil and water. They also impact the intricate web of life that exists beneath our feet. Silent earth fertilizers' impact on soil life. Beneath the surface of a healthy field lies a hidden world teeming with life. Microorganisms, bacteria, fungi, these tiny creatures play a crucial role in breaking down organic matter, releasing nutrients, and building healthy soil structure. They are the unsung heroes of our food system. However, excessive use of chemical fertilizers disrupts this delicate ecosystem. The concentrated doses of nutrients in chemical fertilizers can inhibit the growth of beneficial microbes, making the soil dependent on these external inputs. This dependence weakens the soil's natural ability to support plant life. The decline in soil biodiversity weakens the entire ecosystem. It's like removing instruments from an orchestra one by one. The music might continue, but the richness and complexity are lost. Real-world repercussions. Stories from over-fertilized lands. The consequences of fertilizer overuse are not hypothetical, they're happening right now in farmlands around the world. The dead zone in the Gulf of Mexico is a stark example. This massive area of oxygen-depleted water is largely caused by nitrogen runoff from agricultural fields in the Midwest. The once thriving fishing industry in the region has suffered significant losses. In India, the Punjab region, once known as India's breadbasket, is facing a crisis of declining soil fertility due to decades of intensive fertilizer use. The soil has become depleted of essential nutrients, and farmers are trapped in a cycle of applying more and more fertilizer to maintain yields, leading to further environmental damage. These stories highlight the urgent need for a shift towards more sustainable agricultural practices that prioritize soil health. Healing the Earth. Sustainable farming to the rescue. The good news is that we can reverse the damage and build a more sustainable future for agriculture. Sustainable farming practices focus on working with nature, not against it. These practices include crop rotation. Alternating different crops in a field helps break pest cycles and replenish soil nutrients naturally. Cover cropping. Planting non-cash crops like clover or ryegrass in between main crops prevents erosion, suppresses weeds, and adds organic matter to the soil. Composting and manure. Application. Utilizing organic matter like compost and manure improves soil structure, adds nutrients, and enhances microbial activity. No-till farming. Minimizing soil disturbance through no-till farming practices helps retain moisture, reduces erosion, and promotes soil life. These practices, combined with responsible fertilizer use, offer a path toward regenerating our soils and ensuring a healthy future for agriculture. A future of balanced responsible fertilizer use. Chemical fertilizers have played a crucial role in feeding the world, but their overuse has come at a cost. Moving forward, we need to embrace a balanced approach. This means using chemical fertilizers judiciously, supplementing them with sustainable farming practices, and prioritizing soil health. By understanding the science and the consequences, we can ensure that our agricultural practices nourish both our planet and our people. The future of our food system depends on our ability to restore the health of our soils. By embracing sustainable practices and using fertilizers responsibly, we can build a more resilient and abundant food system for generations to come.